gosh, what happened?
Wow, Mom, something wonderful happened there. They've invited you and Dad over to the mansion to discuss my wedding alliance.
I wish the characters of this story knew who is going to get hitched to whom. It's God who will decide that.
If helping someone is wrong, I made a mistake, but I won't apologize for it. I should have just let you burn.
Before speaking to me, she should have seen where she stands when compared with a man like me. I will not allow some random woman to argue with me in front of everyone.
Sahiba, what happened?
Are you okay? Why are you quiet? Why is there red color on your forehead?
It's not just red color, Mom. It's vermilion.
How did this happen?
The vermilion fell on my head because of the chaos of the crowd. Isn't it strange? We're discussing my wedding, but Sahiba's wearing the vermilion.
Hey, want to watch this in your own language subtitle? It's super easy. Just click the CC button. If you're on your phone, tap the CC button above. If you're watching on a TV or laptop, click the CC button below. Choose your language, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and many more. And enjoy the series your way.
I think that it wants to be with you.
Looks like both the brothers have fallen for me. That's great, Sirat. You are amazing, aren't you?
Where should I stop?
Why do you want to stop? I'm having a great time in this luxury car. I feel like exploring the city in this car.
Sirat? Where should I drop you?
Over there. Right there. This is my house.
Oh.
Thank you. You are so busy, yet you came to drop me. Thank you once again.
It might sound cheesy, but I'll say it. It was my duty, Sirat. But honestly, it's a duty of every guy to drop a beautiful girl home safely. Although, I don't feel like going back home now. But how will we meet again if I don't go?
You have a point.
I hope you remember my name.
Of course, Gary.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand if my name is beautiful or if it's become beautiful when you said it like that. I mean, it's just beautiful. All right, Sirat. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
He's so charming. I love the way he talks. Gosh. He's so much smarter and more successful than Angad.
Sorry, Angad. The girl you're dreaming about, she's gonna be mine in reality. What can I do? It's my swag.
Get lost from here. Stop it. You are standing in my house and talking ill about my daughter, and I am listening to your nonsense. Get lost. Just get out of my house.
Doshi, what happened?
They are talking nonsense about Sirat. She's talking rubbish. What were you saying about Sirat? Tell me.
Calm down, dear. Calm down. If you get so angry, then your blood pressure will shoot up. How will you get your daughters married if you had to fall ill like this? Just calm down. What is the matter?
They are talking nonsense about Sirat. Chase them away. Just chase them away or else.
We should treat our guests like they are the Almighty.
Whether they are the Almighty, humans, devils, or whatever. No one has the right to talk ill about my daughters. I will not stand this discussion.
Nimi, Corvinda, what's the matter here? What have both of you said to her?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Munga. It's just that, well, we're here having a casual talk, and Miss Santosh, well, she got angry for absolutely no reason.
Oh, good heavens. That's rich coming from you. I got angry for no reason. No reason. Just watch me. I will stitch your lips together. Say it clearly that you are jealous. Say it. Come on, say it.
No, there's nothing to feel jealous of, Santosh. Please, we're all best friends here, right? Isn't that right, my dear? And we were just telling you that, well, it is imperative to dream as much as you are able to.
Wow. Your dreams are as small, just as your mindset is.
Hey, Miss Santosh.
That's enough. You have mocked me for the last time now. Not anymore. I, Santosh Kaur Manga, take a pledge on this auspicious day of Lori that if I fail to get Sirat married in the Brad family, then I will become abstinent from everything that I enjoy in life.
Oh, come on. Enough of your melodrama here. Don't be so overconfident, or else you will be disappointed in the end. You need to be realistic here.
Nimi, stop it. Just stop it. I said stop. Ask it to quit. Quiet. You will face my wrath. I'm warning you. They are talking to me in this manner, standing in my house, talking about my daughter.
Calm down, dear, calm down. Leave her alone for some time. Her blood pressure will shoot up. Please sit down. Please take a seat.
Oh, Mr. Ajit, please. We are not her enemies here. But people don't appreciate it when you do some good for them. No, just think about it. She can't even think of being a servant in that house. She's dreaming of getting her daughter married to them. No, but listen to me. Make her understand in a better way, please. Well, Mr. Ajit, Nimi means to say that, well, if Miss Santosh comes out of her fantasy world and lives in reality for a change, then, well, that would be great. Because the Brahs, they're just beyond her reach. Establishing an alliance, well, it's just impossible, isn't it?
Who said this? Those who dream big can make the impossible happen. I agree that the Brahs are beyond our reach, but it's really not impossible to reach them.
Well, it seems even you are dreaming really big and...
Stop it, ma'am. We have such big dreams because we only wish to have those dreams fulfilled. But you people won't be able to understand. Your dreams are exactly like you people, inferior. Hoping for the gas to become cheaper, getting a small soap free with a big one. And even getting some toothpaste for free with some tea leaves. That's it. These are your dreams. People who have such small dreams can't expect to have a luxurious life. Rubbish.
Sirat, let it be. Don't pay heed to them. Tell me, what happened at the Brar mansion?
Mom, it was just amazing.
What happened?
They want to have a meeting with you and Dad. They want to discuss my alliance.
I don't believe this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Almighty. Don't pay heed to the losers. Do you want to say anything else? No, think about it. When I get busy preparing for the marriage, then I won't have time to listen to you low-class people anymore. Almighty, it's your blessings. It's all because of you. Thank you very much. My Sirat will become Angad Brar's wife.
Brother Angad seems to be very angry. I really hope he doesn't vent it out on poor Miss Sahiba. Do something, Fia, do something!
Sorry. Stand here.
Stop!
It's strange. I knew that you would come, but I never thought that you'd come so soon.
You had spoiled my outfit the other day. Today you tried to harm me. I was lucky that nothing happened to me. But you have to pay a price for it.
Price? What, according to you, is more expensive? Your life or your outfit? What am I even asking? Of course, your outfit.
Fine. Pay the price then. Pay for my outfit. Come on, do it. Forget paying for it. Just tell me the price. Tell me. What happened? You don't know. How would you even know? It was 500,000. But how would you know? Your life starts with the small shop of yours, and it will end there.
I agree with half of the thing. Yes, my life does start with that shop. Because not everyone is born with a silver spoon like you. But you won't tell me where my life will end.
Who are you to judge me at all? What do you know about me and my family? You only see luxurious cars. You see the Brar mansion. You see our business. But you don't understand the hard work and dedication by which we have achieved all of this. Hence, madam, I don't have to give you an explanation.
I agree that you have a great sense of business. You have brought your family business to remarkable heights. You have a good sense of design. You have a good sense of the market. But you seem to lack one very important thing. And that's common sense. So you can't differentiate between right and wrong.
Brother! Please, brother. Enough of the spectacle. Miss Sahiba, can you please listen to me?
First, stop defending your brother. And make him understand one thing, that he should never appear in front of me ever again. Let's go, 𝐀𝐻𝐿. First, clean this. Here you go. Clean it properly, okay?
I'm doing it, sister.
Can you clean it?
It's not coming off.
What kind of a wrestler are you? You're good for nothing. Clean it properly. Here you go.
If I put more pressure, then it will be painful, sister. Please, just stand still.
She was right. This is vermilion. It won't get removed easily. Let's go home. Come on.
𝐻𝐻𝐿. Her name is so soulful, and her behavior authoritative. But what could Miss Sahiba be doing with her?
You should come on time at least.
Why? Are all the sweets finished? What happened to Angad? Why is he looking so angry?
Had you come on time, you would have known what was going on. The female artist was here, and they had an argument. She has now ruined Angad's mood. Had he never met that girl, it would have been good.
Oh, my dear Mom. Once I manage to become the daughter-in-law of the Brar family, our fate will change. People who are taunting you now, just watch. They will all be yearning to talk to you. Yes.
I think that the Brar family likes Sirat's face or something. That's why they agreed to the alliance. But really, do they... I mean, all of this. I mean, do they really, Say it more clearly, Nimi. The financial status of the Brars, it's so much higher compared to poor people.
Just wait and watch me getting my daughter married to the member of the Brar family. It will happen. The first wedding invitation will be sent to you both. But don't even bother showing up there. It won't be good to see low-status people like you with them.
Have some tea.
We got humiliated here, so we can't drink any tea. We just can't do it. But please listen, madam. Let me tell you something. I think that before you do anything, well, your ambitions, they may not get fulfilled here. And that's all that we fear for you. Please don't forget your dignity while trying to chase these wild ambitions.
Just now she was so rude to me. Suddenly she started talking in an affectionate manner. You mind your business, understood? And just let me do my job. Also, don't dare to cast an evil eye on my good fate.
How can we cast evil eyes on your fate, Santosh? You seem to be able to do that all by yourself. Well, let's go now, Nimi. Come on.
Just leave now, you egotistical liars. Just wait and watch how I'm going to make Sirat the daughter-in-law of the Brar family. Dear, today you saved my pride. I knew that only you can change our fate and bring so much good fortune and wealth into our family. Thank you.
Okay, enough. You are being too emotional. Now listen to me carefully. We'll go to the mansion tomorrow.
Really? Really, tomorrow?
Mom, listen. We absolutely have to go there well-groomed. And Dad, groom him very well. He should look proper. He should look like a wealthy and respected man. Yes. Also, I'll groom you and make you look pretty.
Okay. What would you like to say now? I did what I promised I would do, right? Once a meeting happens with the Brars, our good days will begin once and for all.
I'm not going to come with. I don't want to be a part of all this.
What did you say? You don't want to go to the Brar mansion?
Yes, I won't go there.
What on earth are you saying?
Well, what did I say wrong? I will not go to the Brar family house.
Great! You won't go to their house, will you? I've always struggled because of your attitude. Every day of my life. I somehow managed to live in this poverty, but I won't let my daughters live like that. Why can't you understand?
You don't understand it, Santosh. You can't ignore the reality.
What is the reality then? All of my dreams died out because of your reality and everything you have done in our marriage. But now, it's not about me. It's about my daughters. You should understand that.
Santosh,
Ajit! Come on now! We are celebrating Lori today. Let's play some music.
Come on, Mr. Ajit. The celebration will be incomplete without your song. Every year, your magical voice makes it special.
Yes!
This time, you must sing my favorite song. Come on!
Go on now. Go. It's Lori today, so you should go along and sing with them. You never fulfilled my wishes, not even once. You should fulfill theirs then. Go on, go.
Billy.
Yes.
Jockey, I am really not feeling well. I'm not coming with. But you go ahead and enjoy.
No problem at all. We've arranged the speakers. You can stay home and listen to all the songs.
Same to you.
I wish you a great Lori.
Greetings. You shut out everything else. You can at least leave the door open then. Let everyone see exactly how we are celebrating happily in this house.
I can understand your anger, but you should understand that Sirat and Angad can never marry each other. Our families are of different statuses.
Oh, you were also talking like Kula and Nimi.
No, I do agree with you. What they said about our daughter and us is very wrong. But they were right about Sirat and Angad's relationship.
Okay, fine then. If you do not approve of this relationship, then why don't you find someone for her? But no, you can't do that either. I worked so hard to get the Brar family to talk to us, just for once. They are willing to invite us to their house and offer us such great hospitality. Yet you are too proud to go to their house, aren't you? So proud, aren't you, right? Why would a father completely ruin his daughter's future like this, then?
Santosh,
Dad, please! Don't let your principles completely shatter my dreams. Honestly.
Leave it, dear. Don't listen to what he says. Listen, our goal is in front of us right now. There's no need to hesitate, not one bit, okay?
But it feels bad, Mom. I don't care about what Miss Cole and Nimi said, but now Dad is also saying that this wedding cannot happen, and I can't get married.
Hey, what you are talking about doesn't exist. I don't know what she's saying.
Really then? Did you even bother to check if it exists or not? Did you ever see anything beyond this house? Forget it. Did you ever see an aeroplane?
Even you never saw an aeroplane.
But I am trying to fulfill my desire. Can't you understand that? Look, it's Lori today. The winter season will end today, okay? Let our miseries just end today, once and for all. If you want to shiver in cold, it's your wish, but please let my daughter...
Your daughter? Sirat is my daughter too.
But I nurtured her inside my womb for 9 whole months. It wasn't you. What I feel for my daughter, no one can feel that.
I am not a fool. That I'll try to replace a mother. But this is a father's responsibility.
Yes, even I am telling you the same thing. Do your duty as a father, but you are not doing that. You run away from your duty.
I'm not running away from my responsibilities. I am just scared of your obsession, that's it.
Have you seen Sister Suda? She gives her children expensive gifts, so expensive. She has given her children a luxurious life. And what do we give our own children? Consolations.
See? I have followed Guinea on social media. She posts about her shopping almost every day. This is today's post. Aunt Suda and Uncle have gifted Guinea and her husband the holiday package of Switzerland on their first marriage anniversary. Just look.
Think about us. Just look. We couldn't even send our daughters even for the college trip because we can't afford that.
After my marriage, even I will visit nice places and I will wear expensive dresses and Guinea will start to feel so jealous. Even I will have something to show off.
Will you just marry Angad in order to show off? You just want to make Guinea feel jealous, don't you?
Please don't change the topic. Did you ever give me anything which I can show off? Now, for once in my life, I'm trying to change my luck. Why are you creating problems?
You are cursing your father for Angad.
What should she do then? Tell me, what should she do then? Should she venerate you? Should she touch your feet? Tell me, what should she do?
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Happy Lori, Grandpa.
Happy Lori, my dear.
Happy Lori, Grandma.
Happy Lori. May the Almighty bless you with a long life. Make your grandpa and yourself proud in everything that you do. We all have high hopes for you. May the Lord guide you to the right path.
Thank you, Grandma.
I have the world. Angad, all the fame that you have gathered here today, it'll be ruined by this love story of yours. The new fervor of love that burns bright in you, one that blinds you to the cunning side of Sirat. Well, I'll make sure that you really remain spellbound in this love. After all, this love story of Punjab, it must come from our house.
Did you say something?
Nothing.
Really, Mom? You've started talking to yourself. You need to relax. Let me book a spa appointment for you, and it'll help your mood,
Listen, go and seek blessings from the elders.
You mean the most to me.
My dear son, do this now, or else Daddy's gonna be, well... So go, seek your blessings from them.
Happy Lori, Grandpa.
Happy Lori, dear.
Happy Lori, Mom.
May the Almighty bless you, my son. May the Almighty grant all your wishes.
First, let's all have some sweets, all right? Wishing you all a happy Lori. Happy Lori, grandfather.
Happy Lori, dear. Hold on.
Yes?
Give me one more.
What if Grandma sees us?
Quiet now, dear. She has really good hearing. She might hear us. Give me one more.
Here you go.
Bless you, my dear. Bless you.
The others will live long, but you are harming yourself by eating sweets. Am I right?
My dear 𝐻𝐻𝐿, I will spend 100 years with you.
Then why do you take so many sweets? The doctor told you to follow a proper diet.
I did not take the second sweet for myself, but for your son. He's not coming here, nor does he wish to celebrate with his family. Today is Lori, and I do not want any member of our family to be without any sweets. Go and give it to him.
Kiara? No, I'm not eating that. So many calories.
Oh, well, then give it to me. I'll take all of them.
I'll feed Angad the sweets myself, I think. Go on, my dear. Soon you will be getting married yourself. Am I right?
Oh, come on now.
Oh, wow. Look at him, being so shy. I am so excited for Angad's wedding. Today you went there as a chief guest, didn't you, dear? Soon Sirat and you will be known as chief guest couple. Oh, then you may go to dinner and events and get pictures. It will be so much fun, right?
Truly, I have never seen such a sweet pair together.
Only time will tell what becomes of this. After all, it's my swag.
Oh, wow. What a nice couple.
Truly, the two of them are like a match made in heaven.
That Angad brar.
There is no autopilot mode in this vehicle. Eyes on the road. You have to face Holy on a lorry day.
You think this is a joke?
It is. Why are you being so serious, sister?
Oh, sister. Come on. Just leave it already. And don't mind. And you must take it easy.
That's not how you say it. You mean to say that she should take it easy. Once you go home and get a shower, you'll be fine.
How will Mom and Dad react upon seeing me like this?
Lori is here. Time to match up. I just cannot let go of the one I hold dear. I cannot let go of the one I hold dear.
You need a mic? Now be quiet.
But why? You are always the one encouraging me to sing, brother. And yet, for the first time, you ask me not to?
Sing some other song. Except this one.
What's wrong with this song? Oh, I understand. You are still upset about Miss Sahiba, but I understand. Hey, brother. Well, I think that brother is still dwelling on what Miss Sahiba said.
Dad, you are the villain of my life.
Tell me, what have I lacked in giving you? I know I could not fulfill all your desires, but I took care of all of your needs and gave you everything you needed. One needs food, clothing, and shelter to live. I gave that to you all. And I had all 3 daughters educated.
Well done to you, just so well done to you. You had them educated, haven't you? As if you made them collectors on your own, right? You speak of food, clothing, and shelter. You should first secure food for your deer. Do you understand this? Look at this house. The roof leaks when it rains. You need an umbrella even inside this house. Am I right? Why don't you let me show you the clothes then? I'll show you.
Preparations done as instructed, please. I'll check on everything myself. Okay?
What is going on here?
No, I'll tell you, Dad. Sister-in-law Manveer called Sirat and her family over to visit us.
I know. Manveer had asked your grandma and me for the same.
Oh, so she tells you and Mom about it, but she forgot to tell her own husband. Isn't that strange? So strange. Oh, brother! Brother, listen. Listen to me a sec.
I'm busy. I have no time for silly things like this.
I know that you are, but please, this is it's important, so please come.
Tell me.
Well, there's this girl named Sirat. Angad and Sirat, they seem to like each other. And I think that we should get them both married.
Is that so? My son's wedding is being discussed. My own son. And no one even thought to tell me about it? Wow.
Have you ever shown any interest in such things?
One who does not work often advises others. You never did anything to contribute, but you always have advice for others. Isn't that right?
I have stopped doing that here, in this house. And also, everyone in this family apart from him doesn't even have a voice.
Treat a family like a family, and people may listen to you. Simply living together does not make us a family. If you keep yourself locked up in your room during Lori, then your absence matters not to anyone.
Oh, please. This has been going on for years, and it will never end. Let us just get to the point. Sirat is a nice girl. I don't think that, we should miss this chance.
My dear, where has the sun risen from? Didn't you hear? Our daughter is speaking for our family. And in good words, no malice, and not even taunts either. My dear, what is it called? How did you have such a change of heart all of a sudden?
That is a great reason, Mother, please. But I just cannot let anyone find out about it. And when they do find out, well, it will be too late, will it? Mother, I always think good for others. It is you folk who keep taunting me all the time. Just let it be. You may not see me as your own, but I will always be a part of this house. I mean, I could have just locked myself up in my room, but I am not like brother. I just truly find Sirat to be a very good girl. So I think that Angad, he should marry her. Fine then. If you don't want my suggestions, then, well, I'll be quiet then.
Look, there she goes again. Your mom asked a simple thing, and yet you taunt us.
Please, Mother, that's not right. No matter what I do, I'm always in the wrong. If I stay aloof from such matters, then everyone says that, well, I don't care about the family at all, and I'm not saying a thing. And when I speak for our family, then, well, everyone's shocked. So what do I even do now? You don't listen.
We've heard. Everyone already knows that we are wrong and you are right. So let's come to the point then. We were speaking of Angad. Let's get it done, if you may allow us to do so.
I do not agree with Jasleen, father-in-law. I feel that we should not be hasty right now here. Am I right?
Manveer, are you not sure about the girl?
No, she is a good girl. But being good, well, that's not enough. And a marriage takes place between two families, not just between the boy and girl. We need to see whether both of these families can get along or not. Am I saying anything wrong?
No, dear. You are absolutely right.
Marriage is not a joke. It's a lifelong relationship. But there are few people who leave their life partner in the middle of their life journey. And making a decision in a hurry never seems to work. And it's about Angad's marriage. Whatever decision we will take, we have to think about it thoroughly.
Absolutely. This alliance will be finalized after talking to all the family members. We will take everyone's opinion. A girl will enter this family as a daughter-in-law. She will not just be related to Angad, but also to the entire family.
Angad and Sirat, they like each other. Isn't that enough to fix the alliance?
No. I will find a match for my son in my way. I won't make any decisions in a hurry, and I won't let Angad make a wrong decision.
Just hold on. Did anyone talk to Angad about this? Did anyone maybe ask him what he wants? Or as it happened to me, you're making him the scapegoat too. Look, here he is. Angad, the girl who is considered as your future wife, have you given consent for the same?
Why are you asking him? He'll marry her immediately if he wants to.
That's not the case. I agree with Grandpa, Grandma, and our parents. I will marry the girl whom my family will select. I'll marry someone who will adjust in this family well. I am the eldest son. I will not set the wrong example. The marriage will take place when both family statuses match. Sirat's parents are coming here tomorrow. After meeting them, whatever the elders decide, I will accept that.
Let the family members decide. But I know exactly what will happen. Your dream girl is gonna become my girlfriend very soon. You have defeated me in every game, Angad, but I have never lost once in this game. The game of love. Sorry, Angad. Your love story will end even before it starts.
See these? This, and this, and this. It's useless. I will go to the Brar mansion wearing these. Even their maids wear better dresses. See, have a look. Look at this. The Brars are in the jewelry business. Forget gold and silver jewelry. I don't even have a good dress. See this? This here. This is the only good dress that I have. Sister Sura gifted me this, not you.
Till now, every wedding that she attended, she wore the same dress in every photo. Does it even look good? I mean, come on.
Forget it, Sirat. It's no use in telling him he's sitting here as a mute spectator. I shouldn't bother him or expect anything from him. Got it? I am not greedy. I am fed up with my luck. I am just fed up with everything in my life. I'm feeling exhausted. The only thing that I really want, when my relatives, my sisters, my neighbors will taunt me, I should be able to give them a befitting reply. That's all I want. Even I should do something so that I can shut their mouths. I just wanted to be able to do something. It's not too much to ask.
Calm down. Your blood pressure will increase.
Mom, please calm down. Don't worry, relax.
Santosh, oh dear, what are you doing? Stay calm now. Keep your faith in the Almighty. Everything will be fine.
Was I really wrong to ask for this? Was I wrong to ask for this dream? I want my daughter to stay happy in life. Was I wrong to ask for it? I only have one dream. That my daughter should get married in a wealthy family and be happy for the rest of her life. Don't my daughters have the right to stay happy? Don't they have the right to fulfill their desires? They have every right. I'm telling you. To fulfill my dream, if I need to dress up well, if I need to show off, I will do that. I'll do everything that is necessary. Got it? I will do it. I will do that. Instead of telling me how it can be possible, you are giving me a lecture and complaining about all the ways that you don't agree with it. Oh, look at him. Your silence and tears won't help me in this. What should I do now?
Is that Sahiba? Sahiba, what has happened?
What has happened? How did this happen? Are you all right? Why are you silent?
Oh, come on, just let her speak already.
But...
Sahiba, dear, tell me, what has happened?
Red color on your forehead.
Mom, this is not red color. This is vermilion.
How did this happen? Who has done this? Sahiba, tell me who has done this. Tell me!
Oh, Santosh, calm down. Dear, come inside. Come on.
Inside. Tell me, my dear. How come there's vermilion on your forehead? How did this happen? Tell me, dear, please.
Mom is asking you something, Sahiba. Tell us. What has happened?
Say something, dear.
I will tell you, but please, I don't want to discuss this now, because I am furious.
Here, dear, drink water. Oh, sit there. Come on.
Sahiba, you went to decorate on the occasion of Lori, right? Well, was everything fine over there? Tell us.
Yes, Grandma. I finished my job. But what happened after that shouldn't have happened.
Did someone misbehave with you there?
Please, do not worry. That was not the case. Actually, it was crowded and someone pushed me. The plate containing vermilion fell on me.
And did you get hurt at all?
No, Dad. I am absolutely fine.
Oh,
Oh, thank heavens. I was just about to die. I was just so worried, my dear. We have so many problems already, we really do.
Isn't it strange? The discussion is going on about my marriage and she's come home with vermilion on her forehead. Tell me the truth, Sahiba. Was it an accident? Or your secret admirer applied vermilion on your forehead forcibly? Oh my goodness.
Hey, sister, there are many things to do apart from getting married. You get time after applying makeup? Think about it.
I don't have any secret, nor do I have any admirer.
Sirat, don't you know? Sahiba doesn't like such discussions. If one doesn't have the ability to assess the situation, he should keep quiet.
Dad, there are a few things which girls understand better. Come on.
Sirat, listen.
Please, Dad, please keep quiet for a minute. Just 1 minute. Sahiba, tell me, how did this happen that someone who doesn't want to get married has returned home with vermilion?
Sirat, what kind of nonsense are you talking? We are the daughters of Punjab, are we not? Girls don't apply vermilion on their forehead here.
Listen, Grandma, don't you think it's as if someone applied vermilion on her forehead intentionally? Huh? As it's shown in the movies. Oh, marry me, my beloved. Dum-da-na-na-na, dum-da-na-na-na, and the marriage is done.
If I need to marry that ill-mannered person, I will commit suicide.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Doesn't Sahiba seem like someone has anointed her forehead with vermilion? Huh? Just like in the movies. Oh, come on, you're mine. Dum-da-da-da-da, dum-da-da-da-da. And that's how she got married.
She is dangerous and cunning. She's a criminal.
If I will have to end up married to that snob, then I will commit suicide.
Leave all that. Let's get to the point. Let's continue what we were discussing. I'm going to get married very soon too.
What do you mean?
I mean, Angad Singh Brar is in love with me. His parents want to meet our parents and discuss our wedding.
What? Is that true? Does Angad Singh Brar want you?
He wants to marry me, yes! Listen, everyone. Mr. Angad Singh Brar wants to marry me, Sirat 𝐂𝐕𝐄, in a grand wedding. The boy loves the girl very much. I'll soon be Mrs. Angad Singh Brar.
Angad's brother.
What is it? What mistake did I make now?
You decide if you want. Well, to be Angad's brother or Gary 𝐂𝐕𝐄.
What do you mean? I am Gary 𝐂𝐕𝐄.
Whenever someone addresses you as Angad's brother, you don't need to react. You keep working undercover, okay? And one day, even the breeze that passes through will finally salute you. So why did you ask that before? What mistake you made, huh? Do I call you every time just to scold you?
Not every time, but usually. Actually, every time.
Gary, I understand. I am harsh towards you, but only sometimes. Because no matter what I do it for your own good. You know that, right?
I know. That's why I agree with what you say.
Maybe things will, finally get easier from now on. Because things are going to change for the worse, aren't they, Gary? For the apple of the eye of the family. But you need to take advantage of the situation. The moment that we are waiting for, well, It is about to arrive.
It's so exhilarating to hear. It'll be great when it actually happens. What is going to happen?
No, Gary is close to his cousins, isn't he? And so, if he blurts out that Sirat is fooling Angad, then I will lose the chance to finally see Angad fall flat on his little face as he deserves.
What's about to happen?
Oh, you'll know when the time comes. But do understand it until then. Angad, who is always focused on his goals, is about to lose his focus. So keep your eyes and ears wide open. Hold on to any opportunity that seems to come your way. My dad never gave the opportunity in this house because I was just a daughter. But I'll make sure you get what you deserve.
Mom, what do you know? The girl Angad considers to be his dream girl is one I'm about to take away from him.
Here you go, dear. Hot turmeric-flavored milk. You bath at this hour. It'll keep you warm.
Thank you, Father.
What is it, dear? Lately, it seems that you have been very dull all of a sudden.
You seem dull too. What is it?
Your mother and Sirat seem way too excited for the wedding alliance with the Brar family. After hearing what Sirat said, I feel Angad wants to marry her for real, though.
Father, Sirat has her own life. I don't want to interfere in her life at all. But I have met Angad Singh Brar. He's very snobbish, and he's an insolent man. All he thinks about is money. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings. All that he thinks about is money. You know how much I hate those rich brats.
I am responsible for it.
No, Dad. What happened years ago wasn't your fault. I still remember that day so well. When...
Here you go.
It is quite exquisite. I love it.
We'll leave then.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
Dearest dear, please come here quickly.
Okay, I'm coming. What happened?
Look how pretty this necklace is. What?
Where is it?
It was right there. Did the craftsman steal it, maybe? God, stop it! Stop that thief now!
You dare steal? Speak up.
No, sir.
Just go ahead and tell us where you hid the necklace.
I gave ma'am the box after she checked the necklace.
You might have shown the necklace, but what about your sleight of hand? Tell me now, huh? He has stolen this necklace right in front of my eyes. I swear he has. Tell me right now, where is my necklace?
Ma'am, I'm telling the truth. I didn't steal the necklace.
And so my wife is lying. Just wait. The police must be on its way.
You dare steal, huh?
Dearest dear, please come here quickly.
What happened?
The necklace was lying right here.
Inspector, sir.
What?
You should worship that lady for saving you. You should go and thank her. You are very lucky to be released from prison. You should worship that lady, you know.
When I stole nothing, what should I thank her for? She had accused me falsely. She should be apologizing to me.
They're rich people, Ajit. They don't apologize after making mistakes. Apologizing is the duty of us poor people. Even the truth of the poor is a lie, and they're right. And now, your name has been tainted in the market. I can't even let you keep your job. I don't think another jeweler in this area will hire you. Here you go, my dear. Buy something with this.
Thank you for your charity, sir. But my dad has taught me that one mustn't accept anything in charity, not even to accept money. One should only accept hard-earned money. And my dad is a very hard-working man.
Despite finding the necklace, those people didn't even come to say sorry to you. You didn't even commit that crime. Yet that blotch remained on you. That's why I hate those rich buffoons. All they're concerned about is their reputation and name. They're least bothered about the honor of others.
No, my child. The fingers of the hand aren't alike. Similarly, not all rich people are alike. Some also have a big heart, although it is rare.
But Angad Singh Barar is not one of them, Dad. He equates everything in terms of money. God knows how this decision of Sister Sirat's will affect us.
Manvir, dear. What's the matter? You seem worried. If there's something on your mind, speak up, dear.
Dearest, when it comes to a mother, there can be nothing on her mind other than her kids' well-being.
Manvir, Almighty doesn't guide his devotees by holding their fingers. Instead, he illuminates the correct path to them. All they need is a keen eye to understand the signs of the Lord. On my and 𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿's anniversary, Angad met that girl. And it can't be a coincidence. The Lord wishes to say something to us. Have faith in him, my child. What did you say was the name of that girl?
Sirat.
I bet there's something special about her. No wonder Angad likes her.
Father, no. It's not good enough. I just want to be sure. I need to be sure if that girl is worthy of becoming this family's daughter-in-law. And also, this concerns Angad's marriage. This concerns his life. And I do not want our hasty decision here to ruin my son's life. Oh well, sister-in-law, please. Coming to the things we wish to control like crazy may often tend to get out of control. Take me, for instance. I went and got married to the man of my choice. And after checking his background and everything. But despite that, all of those problems started post-marriage. But my family, well, they never saw any of my problems because, please, forget about my problems. My family didn't even care that they had a daughter. When I came home after the separation, I didn't find anyone who I called a loved one. Who really does? Who really cared about me? Jesse? Are you okay? Was there no one? Jesse, don't worry. Everything will be all right. I found no one. No shoulder that I could cry on. All I got was money. Yes, a lot of money. My family put a price tag on my tears, didn't they? I raised my children all alone. All because my dad wasn't as worried about me as he was about what people would say.
You'll never understand my point, Jocelyn. And how could you possibly understand? Your complaints have blindfolded you. And the day that blindfold gets removed, you'll be able to see everything on your own.
How could you even say that, Jocelyn? That this family did not support you? Every member of this family supported you. Gary and Kiara have been treated like this family's children. I have never differentiated between Angad and Gary. Kiara and Gary do the same things Angad and 𝐒𝐕𝐄 did. So how could you claim this? How could you claim that you raised your children all by yourself? And if you happen to actually feel that way, then... well, you should have told us. You should have just said so. But you didn't. You hardly ever speak. But whenever you do, all you do is... you just complain. You complain about everything.
Let it be, dear. You need not defend me or my family in front of anybody. It's okay. People can think whatever they like. Wise people never agree with each other. Fools tend to have the same opinions. Jocelyn picked her own groom. She turned a deaf ear to us when we protested. I was against that marriage, but she broke her ties with us and forged a tie with that guy. And then she broke her ties with him as well by divorcing him.
Because only I know what kind of a man he was. I saw his true colors, Dad.
You have chosen him. That decision was entirely yours. Didn't I tell you? It was the wrong decision.
Yes, I did make the mistake. I made the wrong decision. Should I have repented my whole life for one wrong decision? Should I have tolerated everything? That I came back to you breaking my ties with him. So why didn't you support me?
We did support you. And we have been doing so for years. If you are trying to say that we are responsible for your mistakes, it's never going to happen. We didn't pressurize you to get married at all.
You never pressured me to get married. But you did pressure me not to end my marriage. No one in this room wanted me to divorce that man. What did you say to me then? Marriage only happens once, and one must honor it for life. Even if it means a life of being stifled and stuck inside that marriage. Am I right, Mom? Even you said that, didn't you?
We never took decisions on your behalf, Jocelyn. Instead, we showed our faith in you because we thought you could make your own decisions.
So then why didn't you have faith in me when Brother Inder was failing in the business miserably and I offered to handle that business? I was competent. Why didn't you give me a chance?
Dad, please wait. Dad, just please listen to me once. Now that we are speaking of this matter here, let's put an end to it. Dad, I know what Jocelyn is saying is harsh, but the thing is, she is not wrong in what she's saying. Dad, look. Look at this picture. They look so great together, don't they? They would look so great as a couple. Dad, I'll get to the point. It is their alliance, Dad. They both need to get to know each other very well. And not our families, Dad.
Wow, Pravjot, you've completely solved the problem in just one line. Father-in-law, she really is such a sweet girl. We have a lot to prepare for the wedding, right? We need to do so much shopping. Angad is the eldest son of our family, after all.
Hey, brother! How does it feel to be the talk of the house, huh?
What did you say?
Stop being so coy. Mom and Dad are speaking about your marriage. You know that you're faster than a rocket, huh?
Stop this nonsense. They're just having a chat.
Is that so? Mom is speaking of your marriage. Soon you will be a married man. Now, come on. So, has the date even been set yet?
What will Angad and that girl have to talk about? The elders of the family will do that. We will decide after giving it some thought.
Aunt, come on. They have a lot to talk about. Aunt Pravjot is right. Angad and Sarita must go on a date.
It's Sirat.
Look at him being all possessive. Angad, it'll be the first date in your life, right? It's so strange. First time I've heard of a date with family.
Dad,
What is it, dear?
we made a good profit this time. I want the marriage season to last all year long. Here's 10,000.
Why did you give this to me?
Whom else should I give it to? Put this in the locker.
No. Every month, you give me all of your earnings so that you can keep it safe and keep none of it for yourself. This is your hard-earned money. I want you to spend this all on yourself.
What do I have to do?
What do you mean? Go and buy some clothes for yourself. Go and do some shopping.
Dad, you know that I do not like to go shopping.
But you do like watching art, don't you? Listen to me. You wanted to go to the Delhi Art Museum. Why don't you take me with you? Let us both go for a trip then.
Certainly, but not with this money. This is for the college fees for Kirat.
You're worried about others, but you never care about yourself, dear.
Right now, I'm only thinking about one thing. And that is bothering me.
What is it?
My mom and my sister are obsessed with the Brar family. They can't seem to think about anything else other than their lifestyle.
Mom, the dining table was extraordinary. Also, there were wonderful things kept on it. Also, the swimming pool was just lovely.
That was wonderful, right? Absolutely amazing.
Yes, it was wonderful.
I have no words. You continue.
Do you know something? Everyone welcomed me in a very well manner. And Angad is very impressed with me. He kept on asking me so many questions. But I was very good at answering them. I was prepared to answer his every question. You should have seen. I did a wonderful job, yes.
I have no clue how my mother will react regarding Sirat and Angad's relationship. I fear that she will make a wrong decision in haste.
I understand your frustration. I had tried to make your mother understand. But they have decided to visit the Braj mansion. They won't obey anyone.
I don't know what to do, Dad. Maybe the Brars invited you and my mother to their house to insult the both of you. Insulting others is their favorite hobby. I won't spare them if they say anything wrong to Mother or Sirat. I'll thrash them. Sirat, you have a phone call.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's an unknown number.
Let it ring. It's probably a useless guy.
What if it's an important phone call? Maybe it's an emergency.
Hello, this is Angad speaking.